Here's how to write the equation of a parabola in standard form. So if we're given the equation, y equals negative 1/4 x squared plus 3/2 x minus 29/4, we want to write that in vertex form. And that's going to involve something called completing the square. Now don't be put off by the fractions, we can handle that. The first thing we want to do is take the first two terms, the negative 1/4 x squared and the 3/2 x, and use that to write a perfect square trinomial. To do that, I need to factor a negative 1/4 out. So that's going to leave me with x squared plus something, because negative 1/4 times x squared gives me the negative 1/4 x squared. But the tricky part here is figuring out what do I have to multiply negative 1/4 times to get 3/2. Basically what that is it's 3/2 divided by a negative 1/4. And remember, that's the same thing as 3/2 times a negative 4/1, which is just going to give me a negative 6. So this is actually not going to turn into a plus, it's actually going to be a minus 6x. Let's check that. If I were to distribute, negative 1/4 times negative 6 gives me a positive 6/4, which is the same as 3/2. Perfect. And then let's put the negative 29/4 out here. Now to complete the square, I need to find a number to put in this space right here that makes the stuff in the parentheses here a perfect square trinomial. To do that, I take this number here, which is my b, negative 6, take half of that and square it. Half of negative 6 is negative 3. Negative 3 squared is 9. So I add a 9 here. Now the stuff in the parentheses is a perfect square trinomial. But I really didn't add a 9. What I did was add a negative 9/4, because this negative 1/4 gets multiplied times the 9. So I really subtracted 9/4. Since I subtracted 9/4, I have to actually add 9/4 over here. Okay, so let's simplify this a little bit more. So y equals negative 1/4. Let's factor this. Since that is a perfect square trinomial, it's going to factor into the square root of x squared minus the square root of 9. So that's going to be x minus 3 squared. And here I have negative 29/4 plus 9/4. Negative 29/4 plus 9/4 is negative 20/4, or a negative 5. Okay, that's standard form of a parabola. Remember, the number right here is h, the number out here is k, so my vertex is going to be at 3, negative 5. My direction of opening is going to be down because a is negative. And my axis of symmetry is going to be the equation x equals 3. Remember, the axis of symmetry is a vertical line that goes through the x coordinate of the vertex.